Welcome to my humble abode. Milky the Tailspinner and this. Tales over coffee. We start the day together with a narrative game and a cup of coffee in the hope of welcoming a blessed day. Return now to harmony, the fall of Reverie. Omar and Laszlo's thoughts. Well to press Laszlo. Everyone gathers around the kitchen counter, Laszlo shaking his head, Nora white as a sheet. They're all looking to me. What
All
we've
right,
got.
Laszlo, why don't you start?
Well, your mother remains as mysterious as ever, I can tell you that for free. My sections were all about love. Love for us, our family, but also for someone else in faraway land. Totally inaccessible somehow.
And he sparks something in Omar. He snatches up his pages, looking through them.
Good luck making sense of that.
No. That does make sense. Here, look.
Talking about Reverie, isn't she?
In my sections too, there's talk of a reunion with this faraway land. And another being.
Is Ursula one of the
The story reminds me of various myths. And many cosmogonies start with the reattachment of a split soul.
Laszlo's face sags just a bit. I want to reach out to him. Aspiration or something. She an aspiration. Touch his arm, but Omar continues.
Ursula seemed obsessed with this ritual. This idea of becoming whole. Which... it all reminds me of the Oxyon belief in realm crossing. And the Prescients. They wrote extensively on the subject. They said, by using the holy Ichor, the Prescients could transcend this plane and access another.
How's a bunch of fairy tales going to help us,
Not fairy tales. These were literal beliefs. This sacred liquid.
Told you.
They called it egregor. Pools of it were said to exist across Athena.
Egregor? Jade talked about that. And look, my section mentions egregor too.
Prescient.
The Oxyons believed that there were those who could see the future. Literally see it laid out before them. And the egregor would enhance their abilities.
For a moment, I can't breathe. I feel as if a fist is clenched in my chest. My impression.
The last time I saw Ursula, she mentioned them. I didn't think it was relevant to all this. But now...
You said this egregor stuff was just... lying around the island?
Yes. No. The sacred pools were said to be well hidden. We talked about trying to find them, but... MK has laid claim to every inch of Athena.
Nora was right. This sounds shockingly similar to Jay's investigation. A cold wave washes over me. Is this all linked?
I don't know why I didn't see it before. I believe there's a very real chance Ursula went to find a prescient ritual site. A crossover point.
Silence. No one knows what to say. To everyone else, it must seem ridiculous, but to me... the aspirations, Reverie, Ursula, everything is connected. Like we just... oh, hang on. We have that, but we can't... get... it. Omar, tell me everything. Bond, go on, ask him. You must be honest. If you hope to find your mother. No one's saying anything, not yet. Lalo stands over the counter, arms tense, legs twitching. Nora's eyes dart back and forth between her pages and her phone. And Omar. He looks like a man who's learned a lot more about the strangers in front of him than he bargained for. There's a tension in the air. Laszlo is still uneasy, fractious. He still doesn't trust Omar, I see. And there's an envy. I've never seen him before. Ursula trusted this bookseller with her secrets, but not him.
We're all a little tired, I think. Big afternoon. But, Omar, what were you and Ursula doing? Really doing?
I told you. She'd come to me and we'd talk about Oxion culture, language, symbols.
But there's more to it than that, right? Look, you know a lot about us now.
That came out slightly more aggressive than he intended, but he'll understand.
Probably too much even. But we don't know anything about you. Not really. And trust goes both ways.
He's not wrong. I feel something in me shift and turn. It's weird, like a key somewhere, unlocking something I'd never even heard about. I stand with Laszlo, but I'm opening up to Omar, showing my trust. Interesting gesture, right?
Very much, Harmony. Very much. Palms open, weapons down. This is all about shaking hands. Ha!
Okay. Well, he seems happy. We can't unlock that previous node, whatever it is, so we've got to go one of these. What's troubling Nora? Would be power. Bond or truth. Ursula's secret relationship. Some secrets deserve to be revealed, even if it causes suffering. We'll go that route. We can't go that route. How interesting. I don't want to go the power route anyway, so we'll go this one. I'd rather gone for truth this time, but still. Omar heaves a
You're
sigh.
gonna think I'm utterly insane. That both of us were.
It's okay. We're listening.
That Ursula and I weren't just talking over dusty books and manuscripts.
Knew it.
We thought. We wanted to recreate the Oxion rituals. We wanted to cross between realms.
Laszlo's up, a finger pointed at Omar before the words hit home. He stumbles, his hand wobbling slightly. I feel a bead of cold sweat down the back of my neck.
What? These aren't fairy tales. They're very real instructions for highly complex procedures. Rigorous. Almost scientifically so. Ursula seemed to know more than she was saying. Called the other realm Reverie. Like she knew the place.
The bead is joined by another and another. My heartbeat quickens, and I can feel my breath coming in gasps. Reverie. I still was trying to get back. Reverie. She could be a prescient, but I'm wondering if she was actually still wondering if she was actually an aspiration. And if that might be why her daughter's a prescient, as the child of an aspiration that was made flesh.
And we'd already performed the basic rituals, and we saw results. No realm crossing, but there were lights. A glow. We were getting close. She convinced me there was another world out there. Just beyond the veil. Waiting for us. Ursula spoke of a missing component. When you told me she disappeared, I wasn't entirely surprised. But
You mean you had us wasting time with these poems for nothing? You lied?
I was just trying to help.
The room lapsed into silence. The only intrusions are the roll of the waves outside and the sound of the drones overhead. No way Laszlo believed any of that. Nora's face is unreadable, and me? I don't know what to think. A bit closer. Now that we know where Ursula is, let's figure out a plan to find her. Laszlo takes the floor. I notice his hands are shaking slightly.
These poems, they mention a few different Oxion ritual sites, but only a few of them seem to relate back to this mystery love of hers.
We can narrow down those locations even further if we only look at those associated with the prescience.
If Ursula did leave to find one of these sites, it's almost certainly a temple. Most of them are underground.
underground?
Even in their heyday, there were those who thought certain rituals profane.
Well, most of Atena's archaeological sites are pretty well documented. Con, it's because they're all owned by MK.
Yeah.
I've tried for years to get access to even a minor site. Nada. Completely off limits.
So, everything Ursula wrote suggests she went on some sort of personal quest to cross between realms and find her love.
And she needed an Oxion temple to get there.
Exactly. So the big question is, did she find a way to get into that temple? Or did something get to her before she could?
Is a good question. A carefully plotted encounter. Locked. Ah. We have a plan. What to do next. No one has an answer. We're all drained. Well, I'm drained. Thoughts slip in and out of my mind at random, solid as clouds. We know what we don't. We know what we don't know, and that's about it. Oh, I get you. You don't know it, but you know that you don't know it. That's it. Ursula left by choice, and didn't return because she was successful in a mission, or because she wasn't. It hurts. My worry for my mother is tangled up with anger now, and more than a bit of old resentment.
We know this much. Jade's investigation into MK and Ursula's disappearance are related. That's something.
Yes, that's something. Sorry.
So why aren't we asking her for help? Jade, I mean. She said she was willing.
Well,
And
she's
I'm
your
sure if she helped
girlfriend.
us, we'd help her. Mutually assured reconstruction.
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. That could work.
Jade. Jade Galea. You're friends with her.
I think she wants to be a bit more than friends.
Sort of.
Friends with Atena's most well-known activist. Impressive.
Okay. We have a plan. Now that's a real plan. I'm gonna go to the skate park. Like, right now. This is too important for online messaging. It's all monitored by MK anyway. Safer this way.
Hey, just take care. Watch yourself out there.
All right, Grandpa. It's the skate park, not a war zone.
Might be worse. Might take a skate to the knee.
Anyway, good luck, Nora.
I'll be careful.
I'm not entirely sure the plan is the only reason Nora wants to see Jade in person. But at least we have one. Or beginnings of one. Laszlo mumbles something under his breath and leaves. The reality of the situation returns, and I want to go after him. But I don't. He needs to be alone. Because that's what my mother has done. She was always unpredictable, but this is further than she's ever gone before. Chaotic. Speaking of the link between my mother and the aspiration of chaos remains unclear. I haven't heard from Bliss or the others, so I assume they've had no luck in prying them from their maze. The only move is to keep searching, and hope the truth reveals itself. End of chapter. That's chapter 2. There's a stain on the chopping board, some either maybe or pepper, a red slash of colour across the wood. I think about fetching a cloth and wiping it away, but I don't. I sit with the others, digesting the situation. Laszlo tears into some bread. Omar sips his glass of water like a hummingbird, phone in hand. Nora's still at the skate park. I finger a splinter, working it loose from the counter, thinking and not thinking.
We are
Digesting.
looking for a temple.
Laszlo swallows his mouthful, looking up at the newest member of the ragtag party.
Yes, I think we got that.
All the underground temples on Athena are under MK's jurisdiction. Locked down. For preservation purposes.
What a load of horseshit. That damn company will be the death of this island.
The locations themselves are secret. They don't really want anyone near them. But look here. Athena's rich archaeological history is safe in the hands of our very own urban planning department.
Oh yeah, that sounds wonderful.
And there's a contact number.
Well, that's worth a shot. Surely.
Yeah, you'll get the company line. The deeper we dive into this mess, the more I'm convinced that MK is far more than an independent observer. You think? They've always had an agenda when it comes to Athena, and now it looks like we're about to put ourselves directly in their way.
So, should I give them a call?
Laszlo and Omar glance at each other and then at me. They clearly have different ideas on how to proceed. Stick with Laszlo. You can always count on Laszlo for advice in stressful situations. I turn to him and he smiles.
Laszlo, I'm a bit out of the loop when it comes to MK. What would you suggest?
That damn corporation only cares about its own interests. And if you can't beat them, join them.
Mm-hmm.
Pose as an MK employee.
Why
If
not?
they're going to help anyone, they're going to help themselves. They've been talking about putting the Oxyon sites to use for years now. For tourism, you know? Heritage sites. And I saw they were partnering with the university, too. Lots to learn from those ruins.
Mm-hmm. I know, yes, this could work.
Yes, this is the best way. Strike where they're weak. Say and do whatever you must to seize the reins. You're in charge. Make them believe it.
Nothing from Omar. He's not hiding his disapproval.
I'm afraid my allegiance lies with the scholar. This capitalist cabal takes an aggressive view of intrusions. Zero tolerance, in fact. Perhaps there is a less violent approach.
Omar notices me
Whether
staring.
or not this works, I guess it'll keep you off MK's radar. For now, the less they know, the better. We don't want anything happening to you.
Oh, thank you. I can follow Laszlo's advice or think of something else. Either way, I need to act. The plan. Reveal your identity, or Yana already knows. Jade turned Ursula's disappearance into a public scandal. Not is inevitable. Yes, we'll take it. We won't take it. We can't take that either. Interesting. We can't take that. Oh, we're on this one. I'm going too far forward. Unexpected goes from my past. No way, could it be? I fish my phone from my pocket and dial the number. Omar reads out. He and Laszlo are both looking at me with a mix of encouragement and concern. The line beeps and beeps. The ringtone continues for what feels like ages. Maybe this wasn't such a good... Welcome to Monoconcern. Your call is important to us. Your expected wait time is... The machine's voice is lodged deep somewhere in the uncanny valley. Your call may be recorded for security and training purposes. Laszlo mouths a curse, or my size. But no one's suggesting I stop. The bizarre accent is replaced by equally grating muzak. I'm definitely having second thoughts now. What if...
Urban Planning Department, this is Yana Sayavong speaking.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I mean, hello?
Hi? This is Urban Planning, can I help you? Wait, Polly, is that you?
Oh, shit. Laszlo's eyes bug out of his head. Omar face
That
palms.
is you. Polly, it's Yana, from high school. Oh my god.
Well, so much for keeping it in secret. That's him, alright. Yana, we were friends, I guess, in high school. Truth be told, I had a pretty big crush on them. It's probably what stopped me getting closer to them. My vision swims, the aspirations approach.
Think fast, but think carefully. Forge bravely ahead.
You already know the path you must take. Stay true to yourself and your instincts. They will serve you well.
Now we can choose these. Truth. Maybe things would have been easier if Yana knew about your mother. They turned Ursula's experience into a public scandal. This note is inevitable. Yes. We can't do Yana? Alright, well, we'll do this then. Okay, this is fine, perhaps even good. There was a moment in time. Yana and I might have become something else together, but I couldn't. Alright, the plan's shot to pieces, no point lying. Let's see if Yana's the person I always hoped to.
Oh my. This is... What are the chances?
Yeah, seriously. Who would have thought?
The last time I saw you was... graduation day? No, wait, the week after.
The party at Sarah Macquarie's place. Yeah, I remember.
Out of the corner of my eye, I spot Laszlo trying to catch my attention. He's mouthing something, being recorded. Meanwhile, Omar's motioning for me to continue.
So, how are you?
Good, good.
Good. I mean, great.
They seem the same as they were in high school. Little distant, hard to read. This is awkward already. I need to figure out what to say next. Strike up a conversation. Are you not curious to find out who they become? Or... they'll take you more seriously if you're straightforward. Go with truth. No distractions, stick to the facts. This is Yana. I can trust them, I think. I give Omar a nod. I've got this. He seems reassured enough. Laszlo, on the other hand... Laszlo's whispering a steady stream of advice and anxiety. I can't make out any of it. Yana's staring at me from the other side of the call, confusion written all over her face. I need to get away from Laszlo's hand wringing. I mouth a few words at him, trust me, and walk away from both of them.
Everything okay over there?
Oh, yeah. I'm just... You remember my old place? People coming and going at all hours of the day?
Right. So, urban planning. You did call urban planning, right?
This is it. No going back now.
Yana, my mother's missing. That's why I'm back. And we have reason to believe she might have gone to one of MK's temple sites.
A pause, a long one. Confusion, surprise, and caution fight for control of Yana's expression.
But what makes you think she's there? Those locations are completely sealed off.
It's complicated. She left a note. Kind of. A series of poems. All the signs point in one direction. She wanted to find a temple. An Oxion temple. Those are all controlled by your department.
Whatever happens, you'll have been honest with them. Ask for the temple's location. This is an old friend. We'll go with this and hope. Now for the big ask.
I need to get to the biggest temple on the island. The main Oxion ritual site. To find my mother, or any traces she might have left behind.
A pause. Yana runs their hand through the hair. Their lovely, lovely hair. Stop crushing, we've got a job to do.
That's... I don't know. Unlikely? The security at those sites is tight.
That's quite an interesting tell. Why would they have tight security at those temples?
I like to help, really. But I can't imagine any way Ursula could have gotten down there. I could always ask the security teams if there's been any sign of unauthorized access over the last few days.
I can't tell them there's a real possibility her employee's behind my mother's disappearance. Yeah, that probably won't go well. It's a good feeling. No evidence yet. I can't lie to them. Not now. Not ever. Damn, I hate this.
Thank you so much. I can't tell you how grateful I am. But is there any way you could tell me where it is? Not to break in or anything. We
No,
just
not to break
need
in.
to check the area.
Yeah, that's believable.
See if there are any other leads.
I hate seeing Yana like this. Even though we become strangers, I recognize that look on their face. They're freaking out, completely unsure what path to take.
I could lose my job for talking about this. Actually, I could lose a whole lot more than that. If anyone ever calls this vid lookup, it's over.
I hate this, truly hate this, but I'm in too deep. There's no other option.
Yana, I'm so sorry to ask. I hope you know I wouldn't if there was any other way.
I know you wouldn't. You're always so...
You let the sentence trail off for way too long, so what?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Will you excuse me for just 1 second?
They mute the call and turn someone off camera. Uh-oh. Every now and again, they shoot me a sidelong glance that's impossible to read. Uh-oh. Can't go there because we don't have the bond crystals. So we have to go this way. Wait and see. There's nothing more I can do. It's in their hands now. The call's still on mute. Yana's listening to their colleague. Don't know what to do. Then they're done. They unmute the call and turn back to me. I wait to see what they have to say.
I need to do something. Quickly. I won't be long.
Oh, okay. Sure.
They mute the call again, this time stepping out of the frame. Laszlo and Omar look at me expectantly. I shrug. Who knows what Yana's up to? One power crystal, which we do not have, so that's not relevant. 2 truth crystals, which we do. 3 bond crystals, we don't. Find out the truth. You have what you need, and they trust you now. This is unbearable. How long have they been gone? A minute? 5? Impossible to tell.
Okay, back.
And they are back. And this. Is that a smile on their face? A small one, at least. A message, a location. They've given me the
Biggest
location.
temple on the island, right under MK headquarters. Top security, too.
This is perfect. I mean, not perfect. That's terrible news, but this is exactly what we need.
Right under the headquarters, huh? Interesting place to build it, isn't it?
Thank you so much. Really.
No problem. Just be careful, okay?
It looks like they're about to say something else, but at the last second they hang up. It's like a weight's been lifted from my chest. Laszlo claps his hand. And Omar allows himself a wry smile. We're in business. Truth's voice echoes through my head.
You found the information you sought and gained a potential ally. You chose your path wisely. Now let us see what comes of it.
Truth always feels like the right path, the moral one. It still feels strangely satisfying. End of chapter. Back to chapter 3. Fire danced in her eyes. Walking a fine line. How long is this chapter, I wonder? Quite deep. Make a little progress at least. Walking a fine line. We know where Ursula is. Won't be easy to get there. Back at the bar, everything seems shockingly normal. Laszlo stands tall behind the counter, idly cleaning a glass that's already sparkling. Omar scanning through a pocket diary, jotting down a note every now and then. Despite the rumble of the trams above, it's quiet, tense.
Hey, hi, Polly.
Hey, Jade. Jade's the last person I expect to see again. Last time she looked exhausted, one small push away from collapsing entirely. But she's here. She looks great, buzzing with energy, even if her shoulders are hunched and her eyes are ever so slightly clouded. Nora follows close behind her.
Thought we could use all the help we could get.
She blushes and readjusts her beanie. What have you two been up to? Don't answer that. When she sees me smiling, she rolls her eyes but can't help but grin back. The newcomers take stools by the counter. The gang's all here, waiting for me.
So,
This is harder than I thought.
first, the good news. We know where Ursula is.
Where she might be.
Well, yes. Second, the bad news. We need to act. Even if it means heading to MKHQ, which is, yeah, a lot.
Yeah, just a bit. There's a reason I was never elected class president.
But where to start?
He's always been good under pressure, calm, controlled.
Well, we've got a crew at least. That's a start.
You lot aren't exactly hardcore resistance fighters, but I've seen worse.
Well said, Jade. Something sparkled between her and Nora, lightening the mood.
I already said I'm all in. If that helps.
It does actually. Support is the only thing I have right now. Support, comfort, and plans. Actually, quite a lot when you think about it.
We're here too, you know.
Hey, Bliss.
We will aid you
Truth.
in any way we can. The closer you come to your goal, the more egregor you acquire. The more power we have available to penetrate Chaos's height.
And in place. Why do I get the impression it's going to be me going into that maze of theirs? I need to concentrate on the here and now.
All right then, let's hear your ideas. There are no wrong answers.
I think that is an ideal place to close it. Let's see what lies ahead of us. Bond, Jade has formed an unexpected ally. Sorry, an unexpected anti-MK ally. Or Truth, Omar has been hiding an important information all along. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoy your coffee. May you have a blessed day. And if you wish the channel to grow, hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Very well.